Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It is me, the infamous Kiki. I am live, and I am bringing you Love After Lockup. And where I watch the episodes live, I give my hilarious commentary, my thoughts, everything that is going on in this episode. Let's see what episode this is. Let me get down to the get down. This is season 4 episode. I don't know how these episodes are numbered anymore. Anyway, the name of the episode is called Ditched and Dismissed. It originally aired on Friday, January 6th. Hello to GSP. Hello to anybody else that is here. Hello to the people who are going to be watching this. Most of y'all are going to watch it on the replay. So you're going to pawn the replay. I am here. I'm sorry I was late for this live, but the moment I want to do a live, my kids are like, I want something to eat. My son, I had to help him fix some food. So then my daughter's like, well, I'm hungry. Okay. Then after that, then my son's like, well, I want to order this game on Amazon. I'm like, can we please not do this when I'm getting ready to do it live? Hello to Dustin. Hello, everybody out there who may be watching. Like I said, when you come here, make sure you smash that like. Before I get started, the reason why I am late, because normally I watch it live Fridays nights, but it was my daughter's birthday. So happy 9th birthday to my daughter. She's 9 years old. So this weekend we did a bunch of stuff. If you subscribe to my page, you will see a post in community. She got her nails done, her hair's did. We did a birthday thing on Friday. So this weekend is all been about her. And so I needed some rest today. Much needed rest today because Friday and Saturday was just crazy. So that's why I'm late doing this video. So I do apologize. I'll try to be here on time, y'all. Coming up for this week, there is some explosive Love After Lockup news regarding Gabby and Chris, who was on this season, regarding Harry and Indy. And y'all remember Harry and Indy from Love During Lockup last season. And also Monique and Derek, who are on this season. There's news. There's so much news. And I normally don't do gossip, but there's so much explosive news and things that they've posted on their social media and things that other people have posted that I've been watching and looking at. And so I'm going to break it down, these 3 couples and the news, and make sure I got all my ducks in a row, make sure I got everything, all the information. I'm correct. I don't want to sit there and do gossip and be talking about stuff I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm going to go over different gossip sites and channels that I've heard things and gather information. And then I'm going to give you my opinion of what I think about what's been in the news regarding these 3 people or situations or couples. I thought it was very interesting. And I've heard people there's other channels out there. You watch Auntie's Advice, all the Geo Malik family, all of us out there. According to Amber, if you watch some of these channels, you'll hear something about the news, but I'm gonna give my take. There's certain things that I feel like people haven't touched on, that people have touched on, and I think maybe a little bit differently. But I'm gonna do that video tomorrow. I'm gonna get it all together for y'all tomorrow and go live and talk about it. So here we go. We're gonna start the episode. You'll start this thing off right. Hey, Nisi G, Dustin, GSP, everybody else. Like I said, make sure y'all hit that like. We watching this episode. You know, they do the little recap. Woo, 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 woo. We're going to skip past the recap a little bit. The MVP of last episode was Aunt Tina, who is Nathan's aunt. She's a real MVP of this show so far. I like her. I'm feeling her. So we left off where Nathan is going to meet Skyler. That's last episode. So let's get on with it. I'm sorry. They're starting out with Justine and Michael. There's some news about Justine and Michael too. Justine's actually been in the hospital, if y'all didn't know, with kidney problems, and Michael posted videos of her in the hospital, by her side. And so last week we left off that Michael was having a family gathering. You know, he just got out of jail, so he's having his mother and father and kids and brothers and sisters and people there. And so here shows up Mocha. Apparently, Mocha is one of Michael's good friends, and Justine seems to not care for him too much. And Mocha says he feels like he's more family than anybody, that he's just like family because he's been there. Um, Before he got locked up, while Michael was locked up, and afterward. I do have to admit, like I said, when I watch these episodes, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, when I watch these episodes, I'm not looking at people's social media. I'm not looking really at the spoilers or the gossips. I don't look at none of that, y'all. I'm not looking at none of that. Because some of these people watch these episodes and do like their reviews, and a lot of stuff that they base their opinions on some of these couples is by stuff that they're watching on social media and things that they see, and they know what's happened to the couple since then and who's going to be on the next season. I don't know. I don't spoil myself. I'm just strictly going by basically what I see on this show. So, some people may not agree with my take. It's fine. Okay, so Michael's talking to his dad. And I guess he kind of felt like his dad didn't support him, that his dad kind of gave up on him once he was locked up. And he wanted his dad to show up.
It took me 6 months to recover from it. I couldn't sleep, right?
This is heartbreaking. This is some real shit. This is sad. I mean, this is guys that got your girl a little bit. His dad is saying that he went to go visit him, and his dad said it took him 6 months to recover from seeing him. That made me sad that, his dad is saying that he didn't see him, and he kind of shut himself off because he said it hurt him so bad to see his son locked up that it took him a long time to recover. Michael comes across, like some people say, as being very genuine. Like I still think I don't know about Michael and Justine being together. Like I can't judge their relationship, but Michael seems come across on the show like very real. Like unlike some people who come across as like they're faking or they're acting for the camera.
Let's pretend that Melody do something, and you are not home.
I trust her judgment. I mean, I've seen how she's interacted with her own children to know that she disciplines her kids, and you know what I mean. I leave it in her hand. I know they're in good hands.
They're talking about his kid. He has a 16-year-old, a beautiful 16-year-old named Melody, and he's saying, how it's going to be with her trying to discipline a 16-year-old. She's not. All of his kids aren't little kids. Some of them are teenagers, and it's going to be awkward.
I don't think it's your place to come and talk about the kids.
When the kids are going to be with us, I'm going to be helping him raise his kids on our side.
The way that you raising your children specifically is your business. But I will not allow Melody to have no tattoos. I will not allow Melody to do that.
Whether I allow my daughter to do certain things, wear certain things, that's really business between her and I.
I'm assuming that she told you she was going to get those tattoos, right?
Of course, she asked me.
So, okay, she passed it to you and you said it was okay, right?
Not only did I say it's okay, I said, yeah, let's go, I'll take it.
I cannot.
Oh, fuck no. I mean, sorry, y'all. But they talk about a girl 15, 16 years old getting tattoos. Baby, you done lost your mind. A 16-year-old? Want to get a tattoo and the child ain't your child? So Michael's mom is having a problem because I guess maybe what I'm trying to understand, I think Michael's mom maybe has a lot of input in the oldest daughter. Maybe she's raising her. But she was saying that what you do with your daughter is your business, but right. The mom, Rob, the mom is checking her. She like, you moving your hands around like you talking to somebody from the street. I'm your husband's mother. There's you don't step to me like that. You talking to me like you talking one of your homegirls or something. I'm with that. I'll be tripping too. There's a level of respect that you have. You don't talk to me like you talking to one of your homegirls or something. You talk to me like you have you got some respect. Like I'm his mother. Justine's oldest daughter is 17. They just showed her Kylie. I don't know. Does she have another older daughter other than Kylie? But she has a 17-year-old. But the idea of my kid ain't getting no tattoo at anything under the age of 18, I legally can't allow. Now, when they get 18, they grown up to get a tattoo, but I'm not taking my child at 16, 17 years old to go get a tattoo. First of all, I don't think my kids would even entertain the idea of getting a tattoo because that's just me. I don't raise my kids like that. My kids is not, they understand I have tats, but it's not something that I'm proud of or I'm like, ooh, let me show you. My kids don't live in that kind of world. So I don't mean to be judgmental of people do with their own kids, but I understand Michael's mother saying, the way you raise your daughter is the way you raise your daughter. You're married to my son, but apparently Michael's mother has really had a hand in raising Michael's children and their mothers. So the idea that Justine wants to come in and just be like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, you have to tiptoe carefully when you're dealing with baby mamas and ex-wives and mother-in-laws when it comes to dealing with children. And like I said, I don't know Justine. I don't know what she do with her kids. But yeah, I couldn't have a baby daddy or ex-husband or ex-partner or whatever and have kids with him, and then his wife or girlfriend seems like she wants to have so much input so early. It's like he just got out of jail. You have to form a relationship with these kids and kind of defer to the mothers and defer to Michael and defer to whoever else had these kids in their life 24/7. Because really, to be honest with you, Justine is new. You knew, boo-boo. So your goal is to form a relationship, not be the disciplinarian and so quick, not to be making decisions. You have to take a step, leave your ego, check your ego at the door and be like, look, the kids have to get used to me and have to be able to have a relationship with me. And that's what she should be forming. Not, I want to be mama and I want to tell them, oh, it's okay to do this and do that. No, man, I think that's foul. Yeah, that you grown, you get a tattoo. When you grown, ain't nowhere no 16-year-old gonna come to me talking about mom I want a tattoo. What? You 16, 17? No. You still in school? Nah. I got my tattoo when I was 19, and I was scared to tell my mom I got a tattoo. I had to hide it from her. But then again, you talking about a girl who got tattoos because I was a hood bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a hood bitch. I got a hood tattoo. You know, y'all see that? It says Pebbles on it. I was a hood bitch. She like, so yeah, I got tattoos because that's what all my friends was doing. But if I was in my right mind and I went out there doing hood red ish with her friends, I wouldn't have got this on my arm. I wouldn't have got Pebbles. I wouldn't have had bright red hair. When I was younger, I had bright red hair. And they used to call me Pebbles. And then my ex, his name was Bam Bam. And we was Bam Bam and Pebbles. He has a matching tattoo on his left arm that says Bam Bam on it to this day. And so we was on some hood-ish, y'all. So yeah, if you want your kids to be hood bookers, I guess that's cool. You know, you get your 15, 16-year-old tattoo. But again, I was grown. I was 19 when I got my tat. You know, and then my friend did it. My friend learned how to tattoo in prison. He had just got out of jail. Let me tell you, I got some hood stories, y'all. I'm sorry. At this channel, you're going to hear some hood shit. So I got this tattoo when I was 19 over my homegirl's house. He gave her a tattoo, gave her my other friend a tattoo. He had his own homemade tattoo set, right? He had made it. With his little engine on, he had made his own tattoo gun. He learned how to tattoo. He had just got out of prison like 2 weeks before. So he paid him a little bit of money. He was trying to get a little bit of money. He just got out of prison. He was still on parole. And he was giving people tattoos. That is a story of my tattoo. That's a real story. Yes, that's a story. That's real me. You know, like there it is right there. Y'all see it? If y'all watching the video, you'll see it right there. It says Pebbles. I designed the tattoo. I told him what I wanted. And it's been here since I was 19. Because that was pale. And then if you have to see the red hair, I have to show you a picture. I have bright red braids. And I mean like red, Kool-Aid red hair, bright red. Yeah, I had red like braids and I would pull them up in like a ponytail on top of my head and the braids would come down. And then at one time my hair was like blonde, black, a light brown. Like I had three different color tricolor braids at one time. So that's me. So y'all, like I said on this show, ain't nobody telling me unlike these other people do these recap. I didn't live this life. So I didn't kind of live this life. So can't nobody tell me nothing when we're talking about some hood-ish. You know. Okay, so Derek and Monique is laying. Hold on. Let me back up a little bit. Child. So Derek and Monique is laying up in the bed, girl, right? They laying up in the bed at the hotel. Like I said, when I do that video talking about the gossip, I'm finna warn y'all right now. Monique finna get drugged for filth. She didn't rub me the wrong way. She didn't rub me the wrong way since episode 1. I know that some people like Auntie's advice got sympathy for Monique. I don't. Monique to me is a liar, a cheat, and she full of it. I don't care if you used to be a big girl or not. Again, nobody can tell me no big girl shit. If y'all subscribe to my channel, y'all didn't see pictures of me. I showed a picture of me when I was a really big girl. And that was after I had lost the weight. So I've been like I was like 347 pounds in my heaviest. I was a size 26. So can't nobody tell me about no big girl ish either. And like people have said, she knew she was gonna be on the show. So she landed up here with Derek. First of all, Derek looked like a toddler next to her. He short. He like 5. People say he like 5'3", 5'4". And if you have not, I'm gonna go into it. If you have not watched other videos of talking about Derek and how he lost his mom, and his mama was actually murked. And yeah, they were actually on the first 48. I'll get into that when I do my gossip video. He talking about he ain't going nowhere, and is this the best sex you ever had? And I'm just like, Lord, this is awkward and uncomfortable. So somebody's calling him, no ID. Oh, I'm dragging Monique hard because the shit that Monique is doing online is not right. It's foul. And she knew she was going to be on this show and people were going to talk about her. So somebody called and we don't know who it is. What? Derek? The producers asked him, who's that? Who that?
Just say her name. So I'm not going to say her name. I just found out, this was like breaking news not too long ago, that she wanted to meet me. But I'm committed to Monique.
What? What is happening? First of all, how did another chick even get his phone number? Derek? How did the chick even get the phone number? I'm so confused. Yeah, her behavior on screen is disgusting. I mean, it's just not right. Like, I just want to know, like, how did Derek's phone number ring? How did another chick get his number so quick? I mean, I just want to know, like, okay, how did the chick get a number? It's weird. I don't know. That was just weird.
I just found some things out about him.
Okay, so anyway, on to Gabby and Chris, and then yeah, he only had the phone for 2 hours supposedly. So how did some chick get his number, or did his sister give the number to some? I don't know. It's just that's suspect to me. You just got the phone.
He's acting a little different.
Okay, so Chris is in a halfway house. And let me tell you, I'm going to tell you right now for somebody who had a dude that was in a halfway house. Y'all think it's a halfway house and it's all good. I mean, strange things strange go on in a halfway house. Y'all don't know what kind of all kinds of weird stuff go on in a halfway house. There'd be people drinking, doing illegal substances, women, all kinds of stuff going on in a halfway house. Y'all be surprised.
I'm not familiar with it. Are you talking to bitches?
So she telling him she thinks that Chris is talking to other females.
Those people you was talking to on the phone.
The lady who do my hair.
Okay. Talking about the lady that do his hair at the hair salon. Well, Chris, sir, whoever's doing your hair at the hair salon, you need to get you. I hope you didn't pay for that. You need to go get your money back because that hair.
I have a feeling that I just checked the phone.
And then so she checking the phone.
Talking to everybody.
Yeah, I understand that he's talking. He just got out of jail, so I'm expecting him to talk to everybody.
I don't care. You shouldn't be talking to no females.
Listen, I'm supposed to have conversations with people as you take to jail.
Yeah, he just got out of jail, so he wants to talk to everybody, but he's saying that's not anything romantic. No, nothing like that with females.
Start talking to guys. You would like that?
He's saying he's not talking to. And he was like, okay, I knew these girls before, but they want to say how. Okay, not none of this sounds. This none of this is right. Like what? Well, these are these females that he knew before he got put. Why are they talking to him? Oh, you missed how these couples met. Gabby and Chris, they met through one of Chris's cousins. Chris's cousin introduced them. Monique and Derek. I forgot how Monique and Derek. I think it was through a family member as well. And then Nathan and Skyler been knew each other. He's telling her why she Gabby is looking through his phone calls, you know.
Now that Chris is out, I'm a little scared to tell him that I've been having some things.
I'm tired and sick of her black saying, who Gabby? I don't know if Gabby's black or not. Like, I don't know. We seen Gabby's mom, but I don't know what Gabby's dad is. I don't know. Like y'all seen what my daughter looks like. My daughter don't look nothing like me. My daughter looks like her daddy. My daughter, like if she would walk around, like if she was older. My daughter's 9, but my daughter has straight hair like Gabby. My daughter is probably a little bit lighter than Gabby. Like you would see her, and people would be like, if they people always don't think she's my child. They think she's somebody else's kid. So you know, they think my daughter's like Hispanic or something. But she's partially, but my daughter's features and everything looks like she looks like some Puerto Rican girl. But you know, but I don't know about Gabby. I don't know. But I hate that she do, if she's not any black or anything, she do be putting it on thick though. I think Gabby's just hood. Like I think she's one of these girls that want to be hood or something. Okay, anyway, we on to Nathan and Skyler. And already there's something about Skyler and Nathan that's just odd sauce to me. It's just off to me. Like is it just me or is it odd to me? Like, do they just seem real awkward together? Maybe because she just got out of prison.
I don't think you do anything like sweet love. I definitely live more on the wild side of life.
Skyler, I don't think about Skyler Nathan, y'all. I really don't. I just
rebelled a little bit. I started smoking weed when I was 14, and it just
she started smoking weed at 14. What kind of home training you have, girl? What? Like, your mama should smack herself in the face.
To the point where I was doing about $600-$700 a day.
$600-$700 a day of fentanyl. Like when we talking about, wait a minute, let me pause. We are 14 minutes and 21 seconds in. So when we talking about these people was doing drugs, these people was doing drugs. We ain't talking about no weed. We ain't talking about some lines of coke. We talking about fentanyl, heroin, meth heads. This is what we talking about, some serious substances. Like, I thought they was just playing. No wonder her 2 exes like OD, because I don't know. Yeah, I think Skyler was something is off about her family dynamic with her mama is off. Her brother is off. Like, something about this, her mom is off to me. Her mom is just is off to me. Her brother just seems like, you know, her brother, I don't know. He seemed like he trapped in the closet. Like, I want to, like, okay, if you've been held hostage, blink twice for yes and blink once for no. Like, I just want to save him. Like, the brother just seems off. Like, all of these people seem off. The brother may seem like, I'm not trying to like accuse nobody, nothing, because I don't know these people, but the brother just seems like he may have some substance abuse problems. Look, the mom looked like she may be on some kind of sauce. I don't know, too much sauce. Like, something is going on with this whole situation. Like I tell people, your 14-year-old don't just wake up one day and want to smoke some weed. I mean, I have a 13-year-old. My 13-year-old don't even know what the hell weed. Okay, let me see this family. She said she was a church kid. She was rarely told no. Okay, that's the issue. So where did daddy at? What happened? Where's the other brothers and sisters at?
I went from, being in a multi-million-dollar subdivision to hanging out at trap houses for fun.
What? What? She was hanging what? In the hell? She went from hanging out, multi-million-dollar house to living in a trap house. They family just seemed weird. Like, but you know, I mean, she said her family went to church and everything like that. Like, but I'm telling y'all, it be the church families for somebody who was in a cult. Okay, I was in a high control religion. Okay, I can tell you that these church kids be the worst ones. The ones that go to church twice a week or every Sunday, and their parents live in a nice house. They be the worst ones. They parents be drunk all the time. They dad be out at strip clubs. I'm not saying this happened to Skyler, but I don't believe in this whole, oh, my life was just perfectly normal and I just was spoiled. There's something deeper than that. You don't turn to that kind of drugs and doing that kind of shit unless you have some deep issues going on at your house. I mean, yeah. Where does a 14-year-old child to get money support to have it? That's what I'm saying. She getting it from her family. So he said, Nathan said, you know, of course, he come from a poor upbringing, and she come from, you know, she comes from a rich family. But I'm telling you, there's a front behind that. Like I said, I grew up with kids like that. I hung out with kids like that who were, and I'm telling you, all of them had messed up home lives. All of them. I had one friend that was rich, that come from a really good family. I can't even say her name because her family is real known out here in Texas. Like, she come from oil, like Texas money, oil. I can tell you that they went to church. They had a little church. They went to church. They seemed like a good family, living in a nice house. They had 4 cars, all that shit. Child, let me tell you, her dad was on the low key gay. The dad was gay. The mom was cheating with the brother-in-law. The older brother introduced him to drugs because he was wilding out because the parents was too busy fighting with each other and having affairs to pay attention to what the fuck they was kids doing. So that whole nicey church living in the suburb, living in a nice neighborhood, they don't take no substitutes for home training. You can be the poorest of the poor person living in the hood somewhere and have a good supportive parent or parents, and it's harder for you and you have less opportunities, but you can grow up and make it and be somebody, but it's 10 times harder. But when you have everything handed to you, it's easy for you to go out and lead a nice life. But a lot of times, these people who come from quote unquote good families got a whole bunch of skeletons in their fucking closet. They got all kinds of things. What's crazy to me is how we ended up in the same place. You know, yeah. Like, Nathan is dry, drunk, angry, he's sober. Yeah. I think Nathan is one of these people that seem nice and even, but wait till he gets some alcohol in him, and he might be a little bit wilding out. But both of these people just seem like 2 unstable people. And the amount of drugs that she described that she was on, there's no way in hell she get out of prison without some kind of counseling. But the kind of shit she was on, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's a relapse waiting to happen. Yeah, some of them preacher kids are the worst. They always the worst. Niecy, they the worst. They the worst. They have some of the most dysfunctional family, and the bad is they try to hide it from everybody. They try to be better than everybody. They try to go around and they tell their kids to put on a face and put on the front, and then really at home everybody hate each other. Mommy and daddy drunk, cheating, gay. I didn't see it all. I witnessed all of these scenarios of church kids. Daddy gay, mama gay. I didn't see it. I didn't see down low daddy. I didn't see it. Parents both cheating. Parents too got their own substance abuse problems, and they try to hide it from the kids. But eventually, as you get older, your kids know what you're doing. So they're gonna find out that you're doing that. You hitting the sauce too much. You snorting. You're tweaking. You're a tweaker. They know your parent. You know your parent is a tweaker. So you can hide it when they little kids. When they get about 12, 13 years old, they start realizing that their mom is drunk too much. Dad is gone all the time, and he got a boyfriend. I mean, come on now. So Derek is back. Derek is out. What is Monique wearing? What is she wearing? Like I said, I don't like to be talking about people and fat shaming. Derek look nice. He got his little shirt on, his little Gucci belt. I guess this is. I guess, girl. Right, Niecy G, high five, girl. You know what the F I'm saying. Niecy G, you right. I didn't see it. Okay, Derek, I don't know what Monique is wearing. I don't know what oh, okay. Derek looks nice. They look nice. They look nice. He got his hair did. Derek gives me a good vibe. Like, there's something about Derek I like, maybe because he reminds me of one of my cousins.
So where do we hunt for mushrooms? We can follow the river. Oh, good partnership. You find the mushrooms, I'll cook them.
Yeah, Derek is just so tiny. Oh, God. Hey! Y'all give me a minute. Oh, okay, good. Okay, y'all had to make sure we weren't burning down the house. My daughter got her pot pie. Okay, hey, Dust. She's talking about they look ridiculous together. Damn, GSP. I wasn't trying to call them out like that, girl, but since GSP said it, hey, they look ridiculous together. It's like the size difference. I mean, sitting next to her, he looks like a little toddler. And I can tell Derek is trying so hard, y'all. It's so sad. You can just tell he is trying to force something. He's trying so hard. And you can tell he's trying to make it work. I can see the look in his eyes is like he's trying, he's really trying. He's trying. Oh, Tink Tink. He's trying.
I don't mind letting him be free.
No, no, I didn't. I didn't hear what happened to the Lamar football player last Monday. Yeah, like I understand that when I was a big girl, I did not wear Daisy Dukes and bodysuits and close, tight fitting dresses. It just made me look like a damn giant sausage. Like, I'm just going to keep it real. Like I said, I can say this because I used to be a big girl. I was a big girl. I didn't want to look like a stuffed sausage. She looked like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in that dress. It's not flattering. I had to go, even now still, by what's flattering with my body. And there's just certain things that I know I'm just like, okay, that's not flattering. Talking about Derek will dump her soon. Wow. Okay, y'all. I mean, Derek, I don't know, there's something about him I like. Like I said, maybe because he looks like one of my cousins. And they eating good in the neighborhood. We got a New Zealand rack of lamb, lobster ravioli, lobster tail. How much is this meal? This seems like this is Alaskan king crab. Who is paying for, and I know we all know who paying for it. Well, like, yeah, we all know who paying. All that food ain't cheap. She didn't spend about at least a good $400 on this meal. So we all know who paying for it because he sure in the hell ain't. And then he talking about he want to go to casino. And she just over here yawning and tired. Girl, what? Wait till I see the dinner bill. Oh no, child. Let me. I had to take a sip. He is telling her you have to go get some money for us at the ATM machine. Boy, bye.
His life was gambling and selling drugs.
And now he wants to gamble. He talking about this my night. I'm feeling good. I want to go to the casino. Boy, what? On whose money? So he's getting aggravated because apparently he wants to go out all night. And she like, okay, I'm tired. Oh, Lord. So now here we go to Eris and Cameron. We have not seen it. We've only seen them once. And they have barely been on the show. I don't even understand right now why they even on the show because they're barely on the show.
24 hours of furlough.
And Eris posted something online. Like I said, I saw it on According to Amber, where she was saying that I guess some people were saying something about her being a mother, and I guess I don't know what people were saying about her online. I guess questioning her because she has a 12-year-old daughter, and questioning her getting with this guy, and I don't know what they said online, but I'm assuming it's something like that. And people are like, "Oh, I like Cameron. Why?" I know him as a rapper. Like I know him as a rapper. Like he's cool, and that's everything. That's cool and everything. But the idea that people are like, "Oh, I like Cameron. He funny. Yeah, he funny. He a trip." But it's not like, "Oh, I like him." I don't like none of these people on this damn show. There's some people I find mildly they cool or whatever. But the idea that people bloggers talking about, "Oh, I like this couple and I like this person." What is your definition of like? Because again, I said before, me like is somebody I would want to hang out with, and I see like, oh, seem like a real cool ass person I want to kick it with. Liking somebody just because they act a fool on camera and entertainment, I find you entertaining. But oh, I like this person. Why? Because they kiki and a caw. Okay, I have heard of him. DCG, not dang. Somebody don't heard of Dusty. I actually have heard of him, but then again, that's just me. But that's through somebody else listening to his music, and then that's how I know. But the idea that people like, oh, this person's funny, entertaining. I like this person. The fuck? You'll never hear me say that on this channel. You can be entertaining and kiki and caw and be entertaining on TV and social media all day. You ain't gonna hear me going, well, I like this person. Nah, you're a hood booger. I mean, come on. So he's like, I can't wait to be intimate. I don't know why Eris. Because all he doing is talking about sex. I mean, that's it. She talking about, I mean, it's been 30 months since he been with a woman. So that's a little over 2 years. 2.5 years. And then she got a kiss her. I'll be like, you need to get your hair did. You need to get some manscaping done or something. Because Cameron is not cute to me. There's nothing to me cute about him. That's just not me. That's just there's nothing attractive about him at all. Talking about he's neighborhood famous. Yeah, I do believe he's local famous. Not, yeah. And the way he talk is just childish to me. I don't find that attractive. That's not cute to me. I just like, to me, I don't. It's a nothing burger to me.
The same way that I brought them together, I can rip them apart.
Like, and then here come Justine and Michael. Oh God. Okay. Anyway, back to Nathan and Skyler. I just like the way these people act in front of their kids. I just like. And what is with Skyler and Nathan and their camera? Why is it all blurry? Yeah, camera makes me itchy. Like he just makes me just like my skin crawl. Like he just And Nathan and Skyler, I don't know. Like the camera's all smudged up, and that's in the car. I'm like, y'all need to breathe. Blow on that motherfucker and wipe it. A motherfucker wipe that motherfucker. Like the camera's all blurry. What the hell? Yeah, I agree. I agree, Nancy G.
I just got a prison, so everything looks good. What's prison coffee like? It's like instant coffee. You just put it in there with water.
Okay. They going to a coffee shop, and she's like, what's prison coffee like? If you don't shut your dumb ass up somewhere, what's prison coffee like? Shut up, you dumb heifer. Good Lord have mercy. I tell y'all, I'm going to stop cussing y'all so much, but I can't. These people make me want to curse. And so they go into a coffee shop. When I get out of prison, I want some food. I'm like Derek. I want some filet mignon or some ish. I wouldn't be going to a coffee shop getting me a chocolate mocha latte. Yeah, I'll be ready to get out of my clothes, take a shower, eat some real food. I wouldn't be trying to get me a frozen frappuccino. Like, what is going on in this scene? This is so weird and awkward. Like the way Skyler and Nathan is acting is just weird. Y'all, this is weird. He didn't drink all his coffee and not saying a word. What is happening? And then he spilled coffee all over his shirt. What is happening? What is happening? This is weird. This is weird, y'all. What is going? This is weird. This is weird, y'all. This is just weird. The way they acting is the way he acted is weird.
See what all I got here. I'm thinking this one.
Like they act more like
There's a lot of stress.
Like they brother and sister. Like his sister just got out of jail. And he spilled coffee on himself, and now he act like he finna go crazy. What is happening?
It's just not going right for me.
You spilled coffee on your shirt, dude. He like having a full meltdown. What is happening? Like his whole attitude and whole face has just been like before she got out of jail, he was all excited and all like animated, and now since she got out, now he looking crazy as fuck. What is happening? Yeah, he seems agitated. He seems shut down. He got crazy eyes. What is happening? What is he just like this?
I really don't know what's going on with Nathan. He's just staring at nothing.
What? Like, what is going on? She like, are you okay? She like, are you all right?
Hang out probably a total of 3 or 4 times. We haven't been around each other.
Girl, I'm like, hello? Are you all right? Oh no, child. Nathan is weird, y'all. This thing got weird. Like his whole like attitude, like he just morphed into another person. Like his whole attitude, body language, everything just changed. Girl. So now we dealing with.
She said she loved him so much.
Okay, so I guess back to Gabby and Chris. This shocked me with Nathan. I didn't think he would act like this. This is weird. Where are they living at? Why is there trash just piled up? And is that how they do it in Philly? Do they trash just piled up on the middle of the street? I guess when it's a halfway house. And so I guess he's meeting his brother. Him and his brother look just alike, and the mom. And I guess they're waiting for Gabby. Skyler should have paroled to her rich mama's house because Nathan is acting weird as F, man. I don't even know. I'm like, why is he looking like that?
It was just a little situation that happened with the female. Like, she called me talking to some girls or whatever. Why is you talking
like he was like, were you talking to other girls?
I was in the halfway house for 58 days. I'm on parole in Jersey. We really saying common life with Gabby since we married and everything. But she mad right now about the phone situation.
Yeah, I would be. Gabby has a right to be mad at the phone situation. I don't care if he just got out of jail an hour ago. First of all, how would these females know your number and know that you got out of jail unless somebody been passing your number around or something? But then you don't have to pick up the phone and answer them. You have to pick up the phone and talk to them. If that female ain't a relative, if she not somebody you know, like a brother, a sister, a cousin or something, there's no reason why I just got out of jail and I'm up here talking to dudes. Like, why would I be talking to other men? There'd be no need to. Like, they may call and I'll be like, how'd you get my number? Oh, well, such and such, you get my number. Okay, have a good day, click. But like the phone calls that Gabby was looking at, he was on the phone for like an hour to some of these people. Hi, bye, have a good day. Okay, good. Like 5-10 minute calls, that's it. You ain't gonna be on the phone 57 minutes, 45 minutes to somebody that is just, it's just some girl that I'm just saying hi to. Come on now.
I gave Gabby close to $60,000.
Okay, he's saying that he gave Gabby close to $60,000 and she spent it on getting eyebrows done, lips injected, all this work Gabby got done, and she still looked the same. Like, I don't understand. And she did buy a ring. She did buy an expensive ring. But again, I'm gonna do a gossip video where Gabby has has come forward and said that she did not spend up all of Chris's money. So she said Chris's family spent up. Then that's what I thought. I said there ain't no way in hell that I don't think she spent up all this money like he's saying.
She's nice, girl. I like her.
What's up? So, yo, we'll call you home.
So now some other chick is calling him Brittany.
Gabby and Jersey. Yeah. I'll see you later.
Chris got too many female friends.
That's a friend who I grew up with.
A friend that he grew up with. Okay, you know.
She know Gabby and all that. She know Gabby, know Gabby? Yeah, she know Gabby.
I know when dudes talking about they got friends that you don't know about, that they cool with, that they grew up with. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'll probably come back tonight. It depends.
And I think she's too controlling. Let him be a man. Let him be free. He's been in jail almost 7 years.
Yeah, he's been in jail almost 7 years. So the mom's saying that she thinks Gabby's too controlling and that Chris should be able to be free. Yeah, but I understand he should be free. But Chris should be free on his own time. If Chris wanted to be free, he should have never married and got with Gabby. He should have never got out of prison. He should have never got with her while he was locked up and told her all this stuff. You know, you don't wait till you get out of prison and then be like, and then let me tell you something. Let me do a read real quick. They just show where Gabby lived. Gabby talking about Chris's family and Chris's parents, talking about they broke and everything. Gabby looked like she lived in the same apartment complex that Good Times was on. Good Times, hanging a Jordan. Good Times, ain't we lucky we got them. Don't. Good Times. I'm gonna take a picture, y'all. I'm gonna put it on my community because Gabby looked like she lived straight up out of Good Times. So I don't understand why anybody. I don't know why Gabby act like she balling and doing all this when she hanging in a Jordan. Good time. Ain't we lucky we got him? I'm taking a picture and I'm gonna put it on my community. Cause looking at this apartment complex in Orange, New Jersey, baby, Section 8 like a motherfucker. That's what it looked like. I'm just gonna keep it real. She looked like she living in Section 8, girl. You ain't got no right to be bougie when you straight up looking like you living in a motherfucking Section 8 tenements and shit on Good Times. Fuck out of here. And so she looking at Chris's phone bill. Oh, Chris, how many people do you know? I mean, it's like one call after another. You know, like you talking to a lot. He talking to a lot of somebody. Like you know. Uh-oh. Yeah, she live in motherfucking Cabrini Green like she living in the danger zone, girl. Stop it. You up here living in the danger zone, girl. The danger zone. God dang. She on Cabrini Green like a motherfucker. Like she straight up living in Section 8. She straight up living in some tenements. I thought Bookman was gonna come roll out that MFO. Bookman. But what you doing, Bookman? JJ. Dynamite! Chris over there looking like JJ. Dynamite! I mean, he fit in right there. He fit in right there. So here we go, Eris and Cameron. And Cameron, they at a hotel. Before he gets dropped at the halfway. Oh, Buffalo Butt. Where Penny at? No Penny, not the Iron Penny, no.
First night was amazing.
And I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Dynamite! Oh my God.
Like All that. And I know I left her satisfied. I was satisfied.
So Cameron talking about he was satisfied. I was satisfied. Great.
The day I'm getting released, it's just a lot to take in to process.
Cameron look like he's short too. Like he a little bit shorter than Eris.
I want to marry Eris. I want to spend the rest of my life with Eris.
He said he wants to spend the rest of his life with Eris. Boy, stop lying. The way he said it was not convincing. Boy, stop.
I miss you so much.
Right, I don't mind. I like it.
I love you.
I love you.
He talking about, well, I love you. Cameron just sounds, it's so fake, so forced.
It feels like a nightmare.
So fake, so forced. I'm just like, Cameron, you know you don't love this girl. Come on now. Stop playing. I will be like, stop playing. He don't love Eris. Cameron is short. Yeah, he's short.
He does his time in the Halfway House. He could just come straight down to Florida.
I'm talking about it wants to come to Florida.
That might jeopardize.
She don't want, Eris saying that she don't want Cameron around any influences that might jeopardize his parole or put his ass back in jail again. So back to Derek and Monique. She don't want to go to the casino. He want to go to the casino. Derek wants to. I can see a problem with Monique and Derek already. Derek wants to live life and he wants to have fun. And Monique is the type that want to sit at the club, probably get a drink on, sit in the corner, and just chill. And Derek seems like he has lots of energy, you know. But Derek is like me. I'll be like, come on, I want to have fun. I want to go do this, do that. That's me. You know. And so Derek, you can see the look in his eye is like, get me the hell out of here.
We can walk around. Now I'm trying to do that.
He said we can walk around.
What's good?
She said not in these shoes.
Good, how you?
What is happening? So apparently here comes Derek's friend. I don't know who this is. Monique don't even want to walk to the sidewalk, okay? She like,
okay.
so they meet some friend or something, and he like, yo, what's up? You know. I don't know. Where's what pulls my teeth at? Because y'all, I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not gonna say nothing. But when his friend came up and they was talking, I was kind of like, snap for the kids. I was like, snap for the kids, because I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe I'm seeing what I'm not think I'm seeing, but it's just kind of little.
I want to stay up at night though, because my girl she getting sleepy.
It's a little moist up in here. It's a little moist. Little. Yeah, we need you, T. We need you. SOS 911 911. We need to call an authority in, honey. We need to call in an authority, because this dude just came out of nowhere. He came out a little sweet. I'm like, so his homie was walking past the window and allegedly just saw Derek. Girl, I'm kind of like, is it just me? Maybe it's just me. I don't know, but he just seemed a little snap for the kids. I was like, what is that? And then the way they kind of interacted with each other was kind of like, I don't know. It just seemed like an interaction that you would have with like somebody you're kind of attracted. Like you see somebody you crushing on at work, or you see somebody that you've been with before, and then you're like, oh hey, like it was just weird. This whole episode is just the whole episode. Everybody give me weird vibes. There's so many weird vibes in this episode. What is homies from the neighborhood?
What made you feel so comfortable to give him your number? You haven't even gave your family your number.
And she's saying that you haven't even given your family your number, but gave him your number.
Is he a bad influence?
Okay. I'm not gonna say anymore because I don't know.
which is why he was incarcerated.
So she doesn't want him hanging out with or talking to. And then she like, give me your phone. What? Give me your phone. Like he a kid. Like he's a kid. Let me go through your phone.
Which is why I deleted the guy's phone number. Because
and then she deleted the guy's phone number. What in the hell? So he can't have friends? Baby girl, he just gonna go behind your back and do it, baby girl. You can't control another person. They just gonna go behind your back and do it. Like poor Derek just looked like I just got out of jail to be right back in another jail.
But then this random person would walk up.
Yeah, but he can't just spend time with her. He has to have a life too outside of her. That's any relationship.
What's the point?
The point is, you don't owe him nothing.
I ain't said I did.
He did. She's like, you don't owe him nothing.
I was on my phone. I gave it to you.
You bought it. You activated it. It's all your info.
Wow.
You know, I can't get away with nothing. I ain't even did nothing.
He ain't even did nothing. He barely been out of jail.
Hey, what's the deal?
Nothing.
Yeah, she's doing too much. This is too much. This is creepy for me. I mean, this is like stalker level weird. This is like you're my son level weird. Let me look at your phone. Let me delete this number. He just got out of jail like 2 days ago. Jesus Christ. Like, what is happening? Like he a slave or something. Like you gotta delete this number. Oh.
Dirty clothes. Oh God, I can't live with this.
Things aren't going right.
I mean, this just weird. Like the way she acting is like she is mama. And then he not. My question is Derek not supposed to have any friends? He just talked to his family, which apparently she has a problem with them too. And then so just her and don't really talk to your family. Which knowing what I know about his family and what happened to his mom, it's even more tragic and more important. I think his family should stick together. But the idea is like, okay, he can't have any friends. I understand you don't want him hanging around people that may and full, but that has to be Derek. At the end of the day, that's Derek's choice. You can't micromanage someone's life to keep them out of prison because eventually, if they're gonna go back to jail and they want to do bad things, then they grown. Yeah, this is just crazy. First the drama with his family. I mean, she's crazy.
I didn't get my grandmother's house done.
And Nathan and Skyler, okay, so he's bringing her back to his grandmother's house. Nathan's living at his grandmother's house, and he was supposed to get the house redone and fixed up. And this house is an old, beautiful house. I love it. It's beautiful.
These pillows are cute.
Oh, it's nice. It's a lovely house. I love it. It's an old house. Okay, the house is not bad. Yeah, the house is not bad. It's just an old house. It's a beautiful house. Derek is right. I think maybe he's from Chicago. I don't know where. I think it's Chicago. Oh, this house is nice.
Over there.
Okay, Nathan. Oh, honey.
I can't live with this.
Nathan, honey.
The pictures are so creepy.
The pictures are of his family. She's like, oh, the pictures is creepy. It's his family. Like,
but you know what I mean? He tried.
Yeah, the house is fine, but it just needs to be clean.
Is that a chair? This isn't. I guess this is like.
Skylar's like, I can't.
On it, so it's kind of like. I don't know how much I can do. But at the same time, if I'm going to be staying here,
yeah,
I want it to feel like home.
Yeah,
does
like
your grandma want any of this stuff? We could just
she does your grandmother want any of this stuff?
Put it in the trash.
Talking about we can put it in the trash. Like all of this should have been done, and it don't even look like it's a lot of stuff, but it's just stuff that I feel like he hasn't done. I don't know.
Have my work cut out for
Yeah, when she wanted to throw everything away, I'm like, girl, what you doing? Why are we throwing? Like, girl, I don't know what to think. Yeah, I thought the Aunt Tara's supposed to be helping them out. I guess not. I don't know.
I feel like this place has potential.
Yeah, it's a nice house. It's better than fucking prison. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
I'm sick of not having a commissioner.
We can do that tonight.
are doing it.
Oh, and they don't have AC. I guess they don't have central. Oh my God.
You're like doing everything right.
All that shit should have been done before she got there. I agree.
I think we're both gonna figure out.
But the house is a lovely house. It's a nice house.
Different than just being in prison and talking about it. Like these dolls really scare me.
Oh, then she don't like the dolls. Okay, girl. Well, you complaining.
They feed you. They do your laundry. You got somebody for everything. You got a guy making grilled cheeses on a little hot plate he stole from somewhere. And then you come home, you got to figure out how you're going to feed yourself. How you going to do the laundry. How you going to put a roof over your head.
Prison is like,
Skyler understands the amount of pressure that I'm under. But I also know I'm handling it bad. Like, I want her to be happy. And as long as
he said he wants her to be happy, and he's under a lot of pressure to make things better and to do better. What is he doing?
I like the blanket.
And then, like, he bought stuff and didn't even take the tags off it, y'all. What in the hell? How do you buy stuff and he didn't take the tags off it? Yeah, that house. I think that house is beautiful. I think the house is absolutely beautiful. That's a beautiful house to me.
That actually kind of looks cute.
But why is he wearing? What is he wearing? What is happening?
I know, I have to stay away from it. I like the college too.
What is happening?
Where'd you get his pants? Did you find them in like a drawer?
What? Why is he fake stripping? What is happening?
We're sexually compatible for sure. It's fire.
He says they're sexually compatible for sure. That it's fire, but the way they act around each other is not I don't see any compatibility at all between these two. It's just weird. Like, I mean, and then the thing about it is when they was getting it in and they were together and they were having sex, they was high all the time. I'm sure they was high. So yeah, it looks like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it's different when you high all the time and you think the sex is fire because you high. So now that they sober, I'm like, how's the sex going since they now sober? Well, what I heard, I mean, I've never been on drugs,
That's the problem. She's always going to be in somebody's business.
Okay, so Justine is still.
She's on the National Honor Society. She's captain of the cheerleading team. A tattoo and a belly button ring really isn't anybody's business.
Okay, so her daughter's 17, wants a tattoo and
it is what it is.
And a belly button ring, honey. But like, and then like I don't agree. Justine do some questionable parenting shit. Why am I telling a 17-year-old about the problems I'm having with my mother-in-law? To me, again, maybe it's just me. That's not appropriate. Conversation be having with my 17-year-old. Let a child stay in a child's place. Justine, I'm not trying to criticize you as a mother, but let a child stay in a child's place. That's what's wrong with her kids. Her kids is way too involved in her shit. Way too involved. She ain't the only one. There's a bunch of women out here and men who don't let their kids stay in a kid's place. I was raised at a child stay in a child place. I didn't know about the relationships that was going on in my house. What auntie was with this dude and what dude was this. I wasn't privy to all that. Because I was raised that you don't have your kids in your business like that. That a child stay in a child place. If you got a beef, you got to fight with somebody, unless it's, you living with that person is unavoidable, then you handle it somewhere else where the kids ain't around. That you let a child stay in a child's place. And to me, Justine, from what I've seen just on the show, I don't know her personally, but the things that she do is involving her kids in grown folks shit. I don't involve my kids in grown people shit. My kids know to stay, mind their business. I start on the phone, I'm talking to somebody, I do my live, my kids go to their room and shut the door. If I'm having a disagreement with somebody in my family, my mom, she stay here, we discuss that when the kids are at school. We don't have time to be sitting there arguing around the kids or discussing grown people things around the kids. Certain things we have to talk about, like in our personal lives, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. What's going on in my relationships, what's going on with this person, that person, family, gossip, whatever it may be. We wait till the kids are at school and we talk about it. I don't have my kids in my business. My kids are not privy to, that's no way in hell my 17-year-old daughter or son is going to know about any issues that I'm having in my marriage or with my in-laws or whatever. Children need to stay out of grown folks, people. Yeah, the way Justine dresses in front of her kids, no tattoos, no none of that. Was she on an honor roll and da-da-da? Okay, but that's fine, honey. And she's going to college, and that's fine. But your daughter has to go out in the world and live it. People get too wrapped in, well, my kid's not in trouble, my kid's not doing this. Yeah, but your kid, when they're home with you and they're living in your house, that's fine. But when they go off to college and they're out living their own lives and other people are looking at them and they're interacting with other people doing other things, and you're not there. You're not there. They're not coming home to you. They're going to a dorm. Or they're living in their own apartment. A little bit older, they live in their own apartment. They have to live in this world. You know what I'm saying? They have to live in this. They have to navigate this world independently on their own eventually. So when you start your kid out with a belly ring and tattoos and stuff like that, I don't want to sound judgmental because I'm all about women's liberation and being whoever you are. But that's for grown people. That's for people over the age of 21. When you first start out in this world and you present that kind of thing, I want my kid to get a good job. I don't want somebody looking at my child like they loose, or she a roundaway girl, or he's some thug or something. I don't want people looking at my kid like that because I want my kid to get professional jobs. I don't want my kid with 10 tattoos and a belly ring. How's my kid going to be a lawyer and investment banker? Yeah, it's possible. But people are going to judge your child based on that. No, it's not right. But it's all about the intent of the tattoo and why your kid would even think having a tattoo would be okay. That's home training. That's home training. There's nothing to do with society or the neighborhood. That's home training. Now, sometimes they may be hanging out with little boys, little girls. My kids wouldn't hang around nobody. I wouldn't want them to hang around nobody like that. But that's street shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I say this from a perspective of being a hood chick. I've been there. I'm a hood bitch. I've been there. Used to hang out with gang members. Would I want that for my kid? No. I do everything in my power to exercise that like a demon. I have to exercise all of that out of my life. I can't have a hood mentality with my children because they're going to adopt my hood mentality. I don't live in the hood. I don't stay in the hood. I live in the suburbs. But I know people who stay in the suburbs still got a hood mentality, still got hood-ass thuggish children living out here in the suburbs and gated communities because they still have a hood mentality. They were raised that way. There's some part of my life that I still keep my streetwise. I keep the good part of that. Keep my head on the swivel. That's a hood thing. But I'm not raising my kids to be like yo rappers and tattoos and gold chains and you got to floss. And my kids don't know none of that. I try to keep that out of their lives because that poverty mindset and that hood mentality has gotten half of my family murdered, half of my family hooked on drugs, and the other half, they out there wilding out right now as we speak. My nephew was murdered. Okay, y'all, at 17. My brothers have been in and out of jail. My father was an alcoholic. My father was in and out of jail. My uncles were in and out of jail. My family members, half of them are in and out of jail. So do I want better for my children? You damn right I do. Do I work hard? Yes, the hell I do. I work hard because I don't want them to go to do the same things that got me and my family caught up. So the idea that if I had to dress a certain way, yeah, I'll go to the club. Look, I didn't got so to the point where I will wear one thing, change at the club or change at racetrack and go wear something else because I don't want my kids seeing me wearing certain things. And when I like to wear certain things, I like to wear the skimpy little clothes. I'll wear a trench coat. So and I leave the house so my kids won't see that. And not saying I can grow. I'm grown. I can do whatever the hell I want to do with my kids. I can wear. Oh, I'm grown. My kids, but I don't want my daughter saying that and being like, "Oh, that's how mommy dresses."
She sent her daughter over here.
I always keep my head on the swivel, and like I said, but I learned early: let a child stay in a child's place. Anytime my mom was talking to grown people having an argument with her brothers and sisters, and I'd show her, I'd be like, "But auntie such," my mom would look at me like. Gone. Go get out grown folks' business. That's why I was told as a kid. Get out grown folks' business. Okay, mom, I'm gone. So I don't know who raised Justine. I don't know. I don't know who raised her, but
She raised her granddaughter one way, and how they're like kind of close in age, and how she was saying stuff about how my daughter got piercings, my daughter had tattoos.
Yeah, and then you bringing the kids over there talking to the sister about that. No, why is the kid? No, tell the kids y'all need to go sit down somewhere. I'm gonna have my daughter and my boyfriend's daughter right here with the sister. Why do that? These two children need to be there, standing next to you. No, we wouldn't even allow grown. We haven't grown folks. Y'all need to go over there with the kids. You are not grown. You're 17 years old. You're not mentally able to wrap your kid. Growing up and being an adult is hard enough. I tell my kids this all the time. Being an adult, it has its perks, but being an adult is hard. Adulting is hard. I want my kids to enjoy being a child. I don't want them having to worry about drama here, this drama, that drama. Even though I don't entertain drama in my life is pretty much drama free. But if there was some drama, coming to my doorstep, was things going on, I wouldn't have my kids involved in it because they should enjoy being a child. You should enjoy being a child. That's called home training. They should enjoy being a child. I don't want my kids to be 14, 15 years old thinking they grown. Because as they get older and they get growner, they're going to be talking shit to you next. Well, I can do this and I can do... Nah, man. I don't want my kid out.
So wouldn't you want her to be honest with you the way she would do my brother with his kids?
Yeah. These kids are not your children. So I wouldn't get offended about somebody talking about kids that ain't mine. Not my child.
That's fine. So wait to her. We'll see. I think that's gonna be okay. Okay, we'll see.
So the sister like,
we'll see. That's my daughter, and we're gonna say it don't matter. That's my mom. Nobody's gonna say about my
right. She's like, nobody's gonna say ish about my mom. And that's your daughter. They wasn't saying nothing about her daughter. This is what causes conflicts in people's relationships between stepkids, between step-parents, and everything. Because they are sitting around listening to the conversations, the conflict that the adults have. And then the kids, because they're immature in their mind, they pick sides. So the girl, Melody, the beautiful girl, Michael's daughter, is going to, of course, side with her aunt and her grandmama. And she's going to look at Justine like, you're talking shit about my grandmother and you're talking shit to my aunt. I don't care if you're married to my daddy or not. I don't like that B. This is how it starts. This is how shit starts in people's family. Instead of telling the kids to move around, let us grown folks talk so the kids don't know what conflict really is going on. They may get an idea, but the idea that you're standing there with these two girls who are sitting here having to pick sides because they will, regardless of whether you later on y'all smooth it out, the kids still remember. I remember Justine, my daddy's wife, talking shit about my grandmother and my aunt, and the other daughter sitting there. And I don't like her either. I don't like just stepmama or her damn kids, because this chick has issues with my grandmother and my aunt. This is how it gets started. So I tell people, if you want a harmonious step-parent, blended family Brady Bunch situation, you got to keep your kids out of these issues. If you and your husband are having issues, y'all need to pull yourself to the side and y'all need to have conversations. Because again, kids are always watching and listening. They're listening. And then, of course, naturally, the kid is going to side with their parent against the step-parent. Well, she's yelling at my daddy. He's yelling at my mama. It don't matter if y'all make up. If the conflict continues, the longer it continues, the more it goes on, the more the kids will pick a side. So you'll end up having kids resenting the other parent, that is the step parent, and you have kids resenting the other children. But the idea is to have everybody to have some sort of relationship. But this is not the way to start out having a relationship, by having kids involved in your conversation. Yeah, he was with his ex for 15 years. Like, no, we're not having this, and we're not doing this in front of the kids. I'd be like, we're not doing this in front of the kids. I would have walked off.
I don't understand, like, why you guys got to do this now?
Yeah, like, why do we have to do this now? This is conversations that need to be made at a later time, at a different place.
I honestly feel like you be intrusive and say certain things, and you know what I mean. I feel like you need to just chill.
No, Michael, no.
My mom and my sister, they've been very dominant in my life, and I think that.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have 3 baby mamas. This is the situation that you get into. This is what happens when you are incarcerated and your mother and your sisters help raising your children. And so they feel like they have a say-so in how the kids are raised because they've been there for the kids. Yes. And then she shouldn't be talking to his mother like she crazy. Like,
the same way Emmanuel does that and I do that, that she's not approached the same way.
yeah.
Right.
Right.
Everybody else interacts with each other. Nobody here is disrespectful with each other.
Yeah, nobody's disrespectful. Like, you just keep it cool, keep it frosty.
Don't do that because I'm not gonna sit here talk to you about nothing. Talk to my mother. Watch how you talk to my mother. Yeah.
Yeah, she's telling her.
She
like
came in the picture not that long ago. So I can't go and
right. And like you just came in the picture like not that long ago. Like and then yeah, like the family been there forever. They're like, well, this is even after they gone, the mom and the sister still gonna be there.
She come first.
If she doesn't behave,
I disagree. The wife shouldn't come first. I disagree with that. There's no way. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put it on the record right here so my kid can watch it. I'm gonna tell you something right now. And my kids, there's no way in hell that my kid's wife or husband is gonna come before their mother. Because at the end of the day, well, no matter what wife or husband that my children have, I will always be their mother. And I will always be there. When that dude is gone, that chick is gone, mama gonna be here. And no chick is gonna disrespect my mother. No dude is gonna disrespect my mother. No dude. He wouldn't even try. No dude is gonna disrespect my mother or my children. I like to see I am effort try. Because at the end of the day, my kids are my blood. My mother is my blood. There's no way in hell. I don't know what people got fucked up in the hair, but there's no way a wife or husband should take precedence over your family if your family is good and they've been there for you. Now, if you got a mom or a dad and some sisters and they ain't shit and they ain't never been there for you and they lied to you, they taking your money, you set up in jail and they weren't trying to see you, and then now you get out and you finally you got some money or something and here they show up. Okay, if you got a lousy family, but if you had a family that's been down for you, that's been visiting you, seeing you, been there with you through the good, through the bad, especially if you've been incarcerated and your parent or parents and siblings have been there for you, taking care of your kids, everything, which it seems like that's what Michael's family do. You have to you have to show some kind of respect. And somebody who you've been talking to, you just got out of jail, you married to, you've been with for like 2 years. No way, man. Just like the chick he was with for 15 years. That bitch ain't there. Okay, Justine, she could be gone too. So, my family is forever.
She'll be replaced real soon.
My kids is forever. Yeah, my kids is forever.
She can never forget that I brought them together.
Yeah, my kids come first. My kids come before any man, any dude. For Michael, his children should come first. His children should come first. And that's what they're talking about. They're talking about the kids. And the mom is like, okay, there's certain things. And she wasn't talking about a daughter. She was just saying that there's certain things that you allow with your daughter that Michael, who's a daughter, has a daughter the same age. That's not going to fly with them and their family. And Justine's attitude should have been, okay, like what? Like, you let me know. Like she was saying, the tattoos and the shorts. Yeah, because Justine's daughter get it from her. And they don't think that certain things are appropriate. Okay, that's fine. Like, I don't understand. There was not anything worth getting an attitude about. That was just like, okay. I mean, she was quick to go after the mama. Yeah, she got out of pocket way too quickly. I'm just like, she's just telling her, you know. Yeah, don't this. Yeah, Justine, instead of having her 17-year-old act more like a 17-year-old, if you want your kids to do that, that's on you. But all they were saying is that we don't want Michael's daughter, like she has a whole, and if you look at the daughters, Michael's daughter has a whole different vibe to her. She has a whole different look. She has a whole different demeanor. She has a whole different vibe. She seems like she has a whole different personality than Justine's daughter, Kylie. She is two different things. She a whole nother person. And I guess they were saying that, you know, like, you know, you can tell that the way she dressed and the way she act, it's just that her demeanor is just different. And that's fine and that's okay. But, you know, I figured like what's good for your kids, don't try to put it on nobody else's kids. And that's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? Her attitude should have been like, okay, that's fine. But the idea that somehow she's the mom now, you're not a mom. This girl has a mother. You just the backup parent. Like you're not the parent. Well, I'm with him and okay, but honey, she has a mother, she has a grandmother, she has a father. You are there just to be like, well, whatever y'all feel like y'all want to do, we can do it. It's fine. Like, okay. You know, but the idea that she want a tattoo or something like that, and then you telling the girl, if Michael's daughter, oh well, yeah, that's okay. She should have never been in it. She should have been like, you know, if you ask my opinion, I give you my opinion. I think it's okay. But what does your dad say? What does your mom say? Who was raising her? What does your grandmother say? You know, what how do you feel? Like, you know, like the idea, you know, it's all your kid is old enough to speak for themselves at that age. We're not talking about little bitty kids. We're talking about 16. The daughter's 16. So everybody should have sat down with the daughter, and she should have sat down and understand what kind of parenting style does Michael have? How was the girl raised? These are questions that you get into when you're dating somebody. Normally, not in this shit situation, but when you're dating somebody, these are conversations that you have with your future spouse or mate or whoever, even before you get married. These are conversations that they're writing letters. The main thing in dating someone with children, and you know you want to get married, you're going to be together forever. The main concern I have is children. That should be your first top priority. That should have been discussed in letters and video calls. Not looking sexy, not over here. Oh, Michael. We didn't talk about some real shit. I'm not saying that they didn't do that. We didn't, you know, we don't see all the calls. I'm not saying none of this was done. But from what I'm seeing on this show, it just doesn't seem like too much heavy discussion was talked about the kids. It was kind of like an attitude of, well, we just figured out when you get out of jail. That doesn't work with children. We deal with children and baby mamas and family. This should have been thoroughly discussed of how the kids have been raised. Who is raising the kids? What kind of things do we see that may be issues in our parental, the way we parent? And it should have been like, talked about what role Justine's going to have, what role Michael's going to have with the kids. All that should have been discussed ahead of time. And the fact that you having all these problems now, none of these problems should be had. Yeah, you get everybody together, and you have an adult conversation. You get the adults in the room. The adults. You don't have kids standing up there. Fuck out of here. Like that. Like I said, these people, I don't like none of these people are delusional. Y'all up there yelling and fighting and fussing in front of young children. I ain't never. I just thank the universe above that my kids, they wouldn't even know what to do if adults started yelling. They'd be like, what is happening? Like I ain't never, you know, put my kids in no situation like that. Like, you know, there's going to be conflict. Of course there's going to be conflict. But this is not the time, like Michael was saying, this is not the time and place to be discussing it. But the idea that, well, wifey come first, let's fuck out of here. That's crazy. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Your kids come first. If you're having a discussion about my children, I want to know what discussions are we having? And where's the mother at? Because she needs to be in the discussions too. I would be offended if these MFers are up here talking about my child and I'm not involved in the conversation. I would be like, what y'all talking? I would have saw this episode, and if I was the mother of the girl, would have been highly upset, because I would have been like, Justine, you need to sit down and have a conversation with me about how my daughter's raised. I make the decisions about how my daughter. I understand Michael just got out of jail, so even really he gonna have to come in there and try to, you know, patch things up and form a relationship. He's been locked up for years now. So you know, like whoever's raising this daughter should have to say so. And then after y'all come to some decisions, then you sit down with your daughter as a parent and have a discussion. And Justine need to sit there and shut the hell up and sit there while they have a conversation. Cause she ain't been around long enough to be doing all that.
Hey, what's up, man?
You know, you abide by what everybody's gonna agree on. Okay. So Derek is out. Okay, y'all. I'm trying not to talk bad about Monique, y'all. I'm trying. So Monique, they go back to the hotel, and Monique is looking like a sad sack, y'all. And like I said, I don't mind Justine going nuts and all of that. I just don't like it around kids. If you want to argue with your man, you want to argue with the mother-in-law and the sister. I don't have any. I have issues, but not that many issues. But the point is, I'm not finna. I ain't finna act stupid around my children. That's just it. Because kids learn that shit. Like kids grow up and be like, "Oh, this is cool." Oh no, so Derek is going. Okay, girl. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. Y'all. So he saw some friends and he said, "What's up?" and said hi.
I remember Mom. Remember that name though, but
oh my God, what is happening?
Support each other. That's how I just came on. So you know, everybody.
Why does Monique seem like she's sitting next to a toddler? I'm gonna take a picture, y'all. I need to stop. I have to take a picture because this just looks so awkward to me. Like she's sitting in this car with her extender belt, and he just looked like he this little, and she looked like. I'm gonna take a picture, y'all, and post this. But like I said, I don't like talking about people, but I've been a big girl, so I understand that being a big girl is awkward. I'm just like, girl, like what, little girl, like what is happening? Just the way he's sitting in the car. Yes, it's the car seat. It's like he looked like he weighed this little, and she looked like she this big. He looked like it looked like a little like a munchkin sitting next to, and then she wearing white, so she looked like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Like I don't even. And then she getting upset because, and now she finna cry. What is she crying for? What is happening? Why is she crying?
Monique don't want me to have friends, nobody in my life, probably because that's what she been used to. So
girl, she crying because what? She don't want him to go out with his friends? Can somebody explain me what's happening? So she up here crying because what? Why is she crying? I froze that clip too. I was watching Gio show. He talked about he froze it. We all froze it. So she crying because she don't want him to go out with his friends? So he said, when we get back to the hotel, I'm going to the casino with or without her. She says, no, we're not. She said, you go to the casino, I'm going home.
You want to go to the casino? You want to spend some money? Give me some money then.
She said, give me some money then. I don't know what's happening, but but I'm sorry, I'm not with Auntie on this one. I am not rooting for Monique. Monique has issues that being with Derek is not gonna fix. Monique has issues. Yes, she has issues. Where are you going? Who are those people? Let me see your phone. Let me delete the number. Girl, no. Yeah, all these like, and then she up here crying like she's using her tears and pretty much emotionally manipulating Derek. Like this is some deep shit we watching here. This is emotional manipulation. Let me sit up here and cry, and then maybe he won't go anywhere. Like I don't know if she's doing this on purpose. This is just what she's used to doing. But this is emotional manipulation. This is what this is. I didn't dealt with this. I didn't have to do it. I mean, he wouldn't cry, but he would get angry every time I would go somewhere. He would be like, well, I'm gonna break up with you. And that's a manipulation. That is somebody who is trying to control you through their emotions. So they're either gonna cry or get angry. threaten to break up with you if you don't do whatever they do. And every time you don't do what they want to do, they're going to threaten to break up with you, cry, I'm going to get mad, I'm going to be upset. That's manipulation. You can't manipulate somebody into doing whatever you want them to do. All he wants to do is enjoy and go have some fun out. He saw some friends. She doesn't even want him to have any friends. And they're going to sit up there and cry and get upset and be like, I'm going home. That's childish.
That's not even cool.
That's not cool, and that's childish. She needs therapy.
Because guess what?
And then now she's stonewalling him.
12:30. Derek, call me back. I want to talk. In prison right now.
Derek, in prison right now, you'll be asleep.
True.
Sleep.
True.
Yeah.
But you will be up.
Yeah. He's telling her that you would be up. I would be asleep in prison, but she'd be up living, doing her own thing.
I'm not even gamble. I'll be right back.
He said he want to go to the casino. Derek, just run, Derek. Run free. Run, Derek. Run. Run, brother, run.
Back in the day, Derek was in the streets.
Yes, back in the day, Derek was in the streets, selling drugs, gambling, and everything like that. But my point is, if you don't want him to do all that, then why don't you just go with him? I'm not understanding. Well, he was running the streets and he was doing, yes. So why don't you just go with him? Just be like, okay, baby, let's go. Like, why don't she just go with him? Am I missing something? Yeah, he wants to go to.
I don't want that to be a trigger for him.
She doesn't want that to be a trigger with him. So why don't you go with him? Why don't you be like, okay, baby, we'll go together.
But I know he's a man.
Like, I don't understand why she just be like, okay, baby, I'm going with you.
Come on.
Oh, so now she
I'm
going
going to the casino, even though I don't want to.
even though she don't want to go to casino. But my point is, I don't even understand. Like, I just don't understand why does it have to be all of this drama?
Okay. Like, it's not even like I'm trying to hire her.
No.
It's more like she's trying to hire me.
Right. It's like, no, Derek, she's not trying to hide you. She's just trying to keep you. She want Derek underneath her. And I mean, you know, physically and mentally and emotionally, but she want a dude underneath her. When he was in prison and he was in the bed asleep at 12 o'clock, she was comforted by the fact that he wasn't cheating. He wasn't going to find some other woman. He wasn't hanging out. I mean, yeah, I think it is. Some of it is her fears that he may get in with the wrong crowd. But I think Monique don't give a damn about that. I think Monique just don't want Derek to live his life because she afraid he gonna meet some pretty young thing out there and be like, I'm out. Oh my God, did she telling him stop talking? Wow, because this is stupid. I mean, it's just stupid. And the way she talks to him, it's just foul. It's not, nobody, I don't care if Derek came from prison and yes, she spent all this money on him, everything like that. But Derek, he hasn't disrespected her. He hasn't said anything bad about her weight, nothing. He has said nothing like that. All he wants to do is go out and have some fun. And she's like, well, he's going to get triggered. If y'all are together, then look, if he's going to fall back into the street life, there's nothing you can do to stop that. There's nothing anybody can do to stop that. He's grown. But the idea he's talking about, we should go out together. We should go do this. But the only reason she don't want to do it, I think, in my opinion, has nothing to do with the streets. I think she just wants him to sit at home underneath her. She wants Derek to be on the beck and call. Right. I get it if she don't want to spend no more money, but that's not the reason she's giving. You know, she should say so. Look, I didn't spend a whole bunch of money at the dinner already. I don't really want to spend any more money. That's all he had to say. And then maybe he would have been like, well, let's go somewhere else. No, I just think that Monique don't want to go out, period. She don't want Derek to go out and have no fun, period. I think she want Derek, to get a job, get his life together, sit at the house, go out with her, and then they come home about 7, 8 o'clock, and then they go into bed like a bunch of 90-year-old old people. I think that's what she wants. She want to live like she want to sit at home, watch Golden Girls, and watch some Murder She Wrote. Had Derek rub her feet. She want to sit there and eat her some food, and go to bed at 8 o'clock. I think that's what she wanted to do.
You're my family. I'm trying to win.
I understand he was a gambler before and all that, and I get it. Yeah, I get that. He shouldn't be out there gambling, want to do that. But I don't think Monique want to have any fun. I don't think she want Derek, especially to go out with have any kind of friends to go anywhere with. She want him to sit around and and watch Murder, She Wrote, watch The Golden Girls, watch some Perry Mason, what else? What are the old shows we with? Matlock. Yeah, she want to watch a Matlock. Then they sit around and kick it and watch C-SPAN and CNN. They watch some news, get their news in, and then she want to turn off the light and go to bed. And then they get the woo-woo on, and then turn around and do it the next day. Monique don't want a relationship with another person. She really just want like a sex slave. Like I think she want a beck and call dude. She just want a dude that just gonna sit up and they go out together and then. Oh, I'm getting tipsy. It's time to go home and go to bed. There you go. Yes, Columbo, Bob Newhart. Yeah. She on some Bob Newhart. She on some Magnum PI. She on some Magnum PI shit. Magnum PI, definitely Magnum PI. Whatever.
Shower, bed.
Yeah, my dude, get out. We gonna kick it. Like we having fun. I'm just like, come on, babe, let's go. We going out. We finna tear the town up. You just got a prison. We finna tear the town up. Monique looked like she was, and then like her body language and the whole look on her face. It was like Nathan, like her and Nathan was on the same ish. I don't know, like when she going out with Derek and he saw his friend, then like the look on her face was just like down. And then he saw the friends again, and then she was getting angry. Then she was getting mad. And then, like, it's just like she was mad at the waiter. Like, she didn't like the waiter to come over. I'm like, damn, this is like a get out situation, Derek. Like, her whole personality, like, changed. Her whole body language changed. She started, looking down. I was just like, girl, yeah, the Weather Channel. Like, it's just like I can see her whole face change. And you can't fake that for TV. Same thing with Nathan. Nathan's whole attitude, his body language, all of that changed when Skyler got home. He was all excited and all like, yeah, I can't wait to see it. And so was Monique. She was like, oh, I can't wait to see Derek and da-da-da. And he got out the first night, everything was good. But then once they started to go out, I think reality started to sink into her. Then like her whole style changed. Like she just flipped the script. Preview channel. I used to watch the Preview Guy channel, y'all. Stop. So we're going to Justine and Michael and talking about she frustrated.
Something needs to be said. Like,
Then say what you have to say.
I mean, damn, you should have been a little more mindful. Like, I just got home.
Yeah, Mike said he just got home. He ain't got time for this drama.
And I have to be mindful.
I'm used to dealing with, physically, like squashing beef after we throw some hands. I can't do that with my family. I just came home. Listen, explain. I'm trying.
Yeah, he's saying he just came home. This is family.
I'm trying to mend this.
Yeah.
Okay. We're supposed to be a big family, and what has happened is now it's divided. I just got here. So
he's saying he just got home. He can't have his family being divided already.
I highly doubt, it'll happen again. Are you gonna say that?
All this passive aggressive kicking right now.
Yeah, he said he said he don't like all this passive aggressive. I don't like passive aggressive shit either. I'm not a passive aggressive person. I say what I gotta say. I'm very expressive. So no, I don't like passive aggressive people either who are like, oh, it's fine. And then they act like, yeah, like he just got home.
6 years in jail, man.
6 years in jail. He just got home. And deal with this drama. I'm with you, Michael. I'll be like, look. But again, like I said, all of this should have been hashed out and discussed. And things, you can't just let things and just gonna work itself out. Don't. So now Chris and his mama and his sister are taking the subway. Why are they on the subway? Do they not have a car? Like, I know in New York nobody has a car, but they taking the subway to Jersey to go see going to see Gabby.
She just in trouble, like she want to fight everybody.
He's saying that Gabby want to fight everybody. She don't know how to have a conversation. Yeah, she is.
Fix that for real, because you a hothead too.
Yeah, he's saying she a hothead. You got to fix that. It ain't nothing to be fixed. You can't fix somebody that's like 30 years old. Gabby not a little kid.
She ain't backing down. Y'all gonna go toe to toe.
Yeah, like
that.
he told me kind of like that. That's a toxic relationship. Nobody should like that.
She's trying to give you ultimatum, either me or family. You gotta let her know, like, don't put me in that.
Saying Gabby trying to put him in position is either her or his family.
I don't think she's bad lady. I can forgive him for this.
He told me he can forgive her. You can't have two hot-headed people. It's just a toxic relationship. This is a disaster waiting to happen, y'all. That shit ain't cute. Like, that shit may be cute when you like 15, 16 years old, but when you 30 something years old, that shit ain't cute no more. Fighting with somebody all the time, it's not cute anymore. Especially when you just got out of prison, you trying to get your life together. Ain't nobody want to sit up here and nobody wants a drama-filled life. I know there's some psychopaths out there that like drama in their relationship, but I don't. I like peace. It's a thing to said about peace.
I promise her that I'm gonna be with her.
So he said he promised her he was gonna be with her. Okay, but damn, I mean,
I'm not gonna let our marriage down.
he says he's not gonna let their marriage down. Chris is, I don't know. Chris acts weird to me. So maybe the stuff that they were saying about, what they were saying online, maybe it is true because he acts weird to me.
Yeah, we'll be at the train station. We're gonna work it out.
Gabby didn't show to pick him up from the halfway house. Like, yeah, she was wrong for that. But she was mad because he talking to other chicks. Like, he talking to other females. I mean, many different calls. She said find his own way to Jersey. I don't blame her. I would have been like, I would have told him don't show up here.
Yeah, I'm good.
She's talking about, you sure?
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, bro. Be safe, man.
I would have told him find his own way too if I know he was talking to other females. Like that's just.
Hello. Yeah, I'm about to get on the train right now. I'm about to come to Jersey. You just left my mom's.
Oh.
She said, "Oh, interesting."
You want me to come, man?
Chris is distant, like he's in autopilot. He is. Chris act weird. So the shit that they were saying about him being on drugs and stuff, I kind of believe that because the way he acts is just weird.
I hope she ain't that mad about the females. I was texting somebody or I was on Instagram and Facebook talking to people. But
okay, now he was on Instagram and Facebook talking to people too?
On no dates or nothing.
Oh, but I ain't been on no dates or nothing. So that makes it cool to text and talk to women, as long as I ain't set up no dates or had sex with them. That's cool. What?
I appreciate her work as a woman, like for what she did for me. I hope tonight it'll be a good night tonight. First day out.
The only reason he going to Gabby, in my opinion, is because so he has some place to stay and some place to get it on. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, to me,
we're gonna get intimate first, and then we're gonna talk about everything.
Cause them other chicks he probably talked to don't have their own places. You don't know what's going on in a person's world. You know what I'm saying? I be telling people I don't trust nobody. I don't trust no dude especially. So yeah, I don't be trusting no dude. So Chris at the train station, and he calling her, and she not picking up.
Home now. We try to show her the love, and I did everything I could for her.
Yeah, he knows that she's watching his phone, so yeah, he is dumb for doing that. Thank you, Niecy G. Just stupid. Like, she tracking your phone, so why would you better go out there and get a burner phone or something. I mean, damn. So he's sitting at the station waiting for her.
I think Gabby playing that game with me, so.
He said Gabby playing. I don't have time to play games with nobody like this.
Time is ticking, so I'm really gonna leave.
I ain't got time to play games with nobody.
Hello?
So I'm not coming.
I'm not gonna come.
What you mean you're not gonna come? Where you at? Like, I've been for like 40
She
minutes.
said she's not gonna come.
I walked like 2 blocks and then I changed my mind.
I'm about to get on this train. I'm about to go back to New York, man. Like, you're not coming. I'm leaving this.
You know what you did. Alright, bye.
She said, you do what you did. I'm over it, bye. Like I said, that's just too much. That's too much energy and it's too much drama for me. That's just too much drama for me. It's too much energy for me. Like I don't have time for all that. Like I have shit to do. Yeah, maybe because he's been locked up. But even back in the day, even 7 years ago, he should understand, like, that phones will track you. And especially if she got him the phone. I mean, what do you expect? So anyway, that is the end of the episode. I rate this episode a C. Again, I have not given these episodes anything over a C this year so far. I'm just not impressed. I'm just not impressed. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be doing my video about the rumors going on, the Monique and Derek drama, the Gabby and Chris drama, and the Indy and Harry drama. I will do a video. I feel like I need to dedicate a whole video. Like I said, I'm gonna get all my information, all my ducks in a row, and figure out what's going on, and I'm gonna present the information and give you guys my opinion. Regarding this episode, I think all these people are delusional. So I think these people are delusional, or they got some issues that they need to work out, or whatever it is they got to do. Nathan and Skyler surprised me the most at the level of awkwardness and weirdness. They were just weird to me. Like Nathan, the way he was acting shocked me and surprised me, but he was just acting weird. Like the whole entire time he was acting weird. I don't know if it was nervous. He shouldn't be nervous because they've been knowing each other a long time. They hung around the same circles. They've been intimate before. They've dated before. I don't understand. I'm just trying to figure out what was behind all of the weirdness. It was just weird. I don't know if the realization was sinking in, but Skyler acted pretty normal, but Nathan just shocked me. He acted weird. Monique and Derek. Monique acted weird. She's on weird sauce too. Weird sauce. She just acted fucking weird. Like the moment Derek talked about hanging around people and all that kind of stuff, her whole demeanor changed and she turned into like something like a demon. Like something was going on with her. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to be talking about people, but like, give me your phone. Let me delete this number. And I understand, he'd been in jail and he had a problem with gambling and dealing and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, he grown. If he gonna slip into that, there's nothing you can do about that, boo-boo. He gonna do it. I mean, anybody who get out of jail, male, female, old, young, whatever. If they gonna end up going back to that lifestyle, then that's a decision that they have to make in their own lives. And you can't put them in another cage and be like, okay, well, now since I'm monitoring everything in your whole entire life, this is going to stop you from messing up. No, because they're going to find a way to go mess up. But the fact that Monique, like her whole attitude changed, then she up there crying, and then she got mad, and then, I'm just like, okay, so he was supposed to get out of prison and do what? Just not want to go do anything? Just sit there? And she act like she didn't really want to go anywhere. And I'm like, then in the beginning of the season, she was going out with her friends and stuff. So now Derek get out of jail and she don't want to go out with him. That's just weird to me. And then Gabby and Chris is acting weird. Like, I don't know. He acting strange. And Gabby, they playing this tit for tat, power struggle, tug of war. Baby, love don't have to be like that. Relationships is not a power struggle. A relationship is not where you're fighting against each other, trying to see who can one up the other person. A relationship is supposed to be two people coming together, working together, building a life together, especially if they're married. You come together, try to get Chris in the right direction. Try to, you work on trying to get her life together, his life together. And then you build your life together, as a partnership. You don't fight in some kind of a gaslighting, emotional tug of war. And he just got out of prison. Like, there's no reason for them to even be acting like it's childish. And it's just like people got too much time on their hands. I don't have no time for all that. And then Justine fighting with Michael made no sense. It just made no sense at all. She's trying to be everything. And I think in her mind, she's competing with the baby's mama. She's competing with his mother. She's competing with his sister. Justine, it's not a competition. It's not a competition. It's everybody coming together and raising these children and make everything work. And everybody wanting the best for these kids. But the idea that she's like in some kind of hen, like she wants to be the top chicken in the chicken coop. She wants to be the top hen. It's not about that. And a lot of people, men and women, fall into this when you come into step parent situations or married people that have kids or previous relationships and they had children. It's like it's not about you throwing your weight around and you want to be like, well, I want to feel like I'm more important to him than anybody else. It's not about that. His kids should always come as number one. And if she can't understand that, then she should understand it because she's a mother and her kids should be number one to her. But fighting with the mom and the sister and all that in front of the kids, y'all know how I feel. I think that shit was foul. And then Cameron and Eris, I don't really understand why they're even on the show. They are just boring. I don't find Cameron charming or entertaining or nothing. I don't find Eris entertaining, nothing. To me, it's like, I don't even know why they even on the show so far because it's pretty much a nothing burger with them. And then we didn't see Ashley, sauced up Ashley and that Travis or whatever. We didn't. I would much rather have seen them than Eris and Cameron. Eris and Cameron, I don't understand why they barely on the show. I hate when they show some couples one episode and then they disappear and then they come back. I don't like that. Like, have enough space to put all the people on there, or cut some of these people and have them, film some shit and then air it, on another season. But it's like they trying to do too much with these episodes instead of stretching these episodes out. They trying to do too much in these short episodes that they have. So I don't like it. The next show I'm going to be covering starting January 29th is 90 Day the Other Way Around. I saw a preview for it and it looked really interesting. They actually have a lesbian couple. I like 90 Day the Other Way Around. I like when the people go to another country and get out their comfort zone. I like seeing exotic locations. So I probably will be watching 90 Day the Other Way Around live if I can, if possible. I'll try to watch it live and cover it because it seemed very interesting to me. The 90 Day Tell All. I watched part 1. I didn't say anything about it because I got so busy. I'm going to watch part 2 and then I'm probably going to say something about it probably on Tuesday. I'm going to see Megan on Tuesday, so I'll be reviewing Megan on Wednesday. So we got a whole full week of fun-filledness. Nisi G says Cameron Eris can go, and I hope and pray she doesn't have him move in with her and her daughter. I do too, because that's not cool. Can't wait until Travis finds out that Weeping Willow Ashley doesn't have much money as he thought. Yeah, I think Ashley doesn't have as much money as thought. But like I said, we'll see how things interact with Travis. Because like I said before, Ashley does not seem like the type of female that Travis would go for. She just doesn't. I would like to see what Travis's ex-girlfriends look like, because I promise they don't look anything like Ashley. And what kind of lifestyle they led and how they was and personality, because Travis seems more grateful and more gratitude towards Ashley than a genuine love and affection kind of thing. I just get this vibe off him that he's grateful and is happy to things that she has done for him, and he's grateful to have a place to stay. Maybe he's burned his bridges with family and stuff like that. We'll see later in the episode. I'm interested to know, does Travis have any children? Like, what's his relationship with his family? Does, stuff like that? Because he doesn't seem so far to really mention anything about Travis having, a close family or anything. But maybe he do. But I just think that I just get a feeling of he's just happy to be out of jail, and he's grateful for a place to stay and grateful to get some sex. And Ashley's really good to him and nice to him, and I think he's just grateful for that. But I don't know how far that can take you in a relationship. You being beholden to somebody and being grateful for them spending their money and their time and energy on you. That only goes so far, because at the end of the day, we all know a relationship has to have attraction, has to have passion. That has to be part of it as well. Not just feel like you're obligated to this person. So I think there's a lot of obligation with Travis. You're talking about part 2 of the tell-all. Said it was good. I really gotta watch it. I have to watch it. I don't, like I said, I saw the thing with Angela. I don't like all that Angela's energy. Angela just gives me tired head. So I just don't like all that energy So I'll watch it. I mean, I'll watch it. I usually don't watch the tell-alls, to be honest with you. I kind of find the tell-alls kind of boring. I really do. I really do find them boring. So, because like I said, I don't care about none of these couples. I don't care about Jovi and Yara and Elizabeth, and the only couples I care about is Usman and Kim and Michael and Angela. So I feel like in the first part, they didn't told us everything we need to know. Angela is still Angela and Michael is still hanging on. And then I feel like what else? And then I feel like Kim and Usman ain't together, so it's like, what's the point of me even watching it? Because they not even together. I don't care about Ed and all that. I don't care about the rest of them. I wish they would just move these couples along and get some more different couples. I want some more different people. Like, I'm tired of them. I get tired of the same. I'm tired of Ed. He shouldn't even be on the show. He don't even meet the criteria. I don't care about Jovi and Yara and Andre. I don't care about none. The only thing, Kim and Usman is over with, so they still friends. Great. Bilal and Shida, they boring. They boring. Michael and I'm not supporting Angela and Michael because I don't like Angela. Angela's just as bad as Gabby to me. You know, they just as bad. They have that same toxic, crazy, something happened in their childhood energy. That something traumatic happened in their childhood. I'm gonna stick to my guns because I understand people being spoiled and people being pampered. Yeah, that's one thing. You can be spoiled and whiny and all that, but the idea that the toxicity and the abuse that Angela and Gabby gives out, that there's something there. There's something deeply traumatic that it's learned behavior that if I yell and I scream, somebody somewhere neglected these people. And they've learned that if I yell and scream, act a fool, that's going to give me the attention that I needed. And I've learned through psychology that that's a learned behavior from childhood. That neglect in a childhood will severely warp your mentality and how you deal with people. Like, and somebody talking down to you, somebody verbally messing with your mind as a child, or you're just being straight up neglected or ignored, will mess you up as a kid. And then if you learn that if I scream and holler, then people will pay attention to you, whether it's negative attention or good intention, that's learned from childhood. That's deep psychological child trauma. That's something that's learned as a kid. So, you know, it could go either way. People can learn to just shut up and be submissive, how they treated a child. And then people can feel like if I rant and rave and scream and holler, and then as time goes on, their other relationships, friendships, relationships reinforces that behavior. That the more I go off, the more I do stunts and tricks and drama, that gets me more attention, that gives me the results that I need. So Gabby and Angela have learned that acting this way gets them the results that they need. And let me say, and yeah, Monique is up there too. Monique is not loud and crazy with it, but the way Monique acts is very emotionally manipulative. I think Monique has issues that she needs to work out with herself, physically and emotionally, mentally, that she needs to go. And Angela and Gabby too, I think they need therapy. But I don't know, they have to be open to therapy and be receptive and know that they need therapy. Because they're going to go from one toxic relationship to the next. And unfortunately, Gabby got the brunt end of it. Like, she really got it good, you know. Like, she really got, I wouldn't say good, but she really got the worst of it. Dealing with a relationship with somebody who actually put their hands on her. And it can happen. I've seen it. I've seen people who are toxic and mouth off and want to get in your face, and I didn't see them get their ass whooped. I mean, I didn't see them by friends, by a boyfriend or girlfriend. I didn't see it. I didn't see people who just they didn't mess around with the real one day, and then they've gotten seriously hurt or ended up incarcerated because they've done something to somebody else. And so they ended up in jail or losing their job. And that's not a way to go. Like, as you get older, you learn to just be like, okay, you know, I'm just going to live my life and just do me in peace. There's a merit to peacefulness. Having a peaceful life is the best thing that, and you can sleep at night with a clear conscience, with a peaceful home, is the best thing that you can ever learn to experience and appreciate. But some people don't appreciate that. Some people like drama. They like the emotional turmoil. They like that shit. I don't. I've learned like drama is not. I don't like drama. Some people feed off it, and those people who feed off it are crazy. They got something wrong with them. Screw loose. Yes, neglect can lead to be controlling. Yes, they have a need to make the environment the way they want. They yell and stomp and want to control people, want everything to go their way because as a child, they were neglected. As a child, they didn't get the love and attention that they felt like they needed or they wanted, or maybe they expressed it and then somehow they were pushed away. But yeah, like the way people act, people are like, oh, this person's spoiled. That's beyond spoiled. Spoiled, well, I've seen spoiled people. I've seen spoiled brats. Spoiled brats don't want to jump up and fight people like that so quickly. Spoiled brats don't have a short fuse where they just go off and just, yeah. And they said Chris has a short fuse as well. So I want to know what kind of, I mean, same thing speaks for Chris. I can't just go off on Gabby, but the same thing about Chris as well. If he has a short fuse and he goes off, I mean, part of it is allegedly is substance abuse, and substance abuse will change your whole personality, will make the most coolest person when they on that shit, they'll go off and just do horrible things. So I mean, being on substance abuse, I can't really judge that, but if he still has a short fuse even when he's not high or not on anything, allegedly, I mean, I can't prove anything, then something happened in his childhood, whether either he saw abuse, his mom maybe been in relationships where some dude put his hands on her, and maybe that's how he just lived, with fighting and yelling and shouting, and an abusive, parent or step parent, or mom had abusive boyfriends in and out the house. Who knows? I mean, who knows what kind of instability? Same thing with Gabby. Just because her mom owns a store and she seemingly comes from an okay family, there's something not right about her. There's something off. It's not right. And the only thing I can blame is home training. Either she wasn't trained at home, but it's deeper than that. So I don't know where Gabby's dad is at. I don't know what relationship she may have with. We've never seen her father. I don't know. Maybe there wasn't any father. Maybe her mom had to work a lot and she had to leave Gabby with whoever. And then maybe there's something happened there in her childhood that we ain't privy to. Who knows? But it's beyond just being spoiled. It's beyond just being hood. I know hood and spoiled people, but they're not that crazy with it. The way Gabby acts is childish. It's manipulative. It's toxic, and it's abusive. Same thing with Angela. The way Angela acts is not how normal people act. It's abusive. The way you cussing somebody out, calling somebody an MFer and a B, just like that, just that quick. I said, oh, that's crazy. That's something wrong with you. Oh, this person has a short fuse. Okay, but why? Most time people know the short fuse is because something was wrong with them. Either they were on some kind of substance or they were abused as kids. Like awfully. I know people awfully abused that were quick to jump up because as a kid, they didn't have nobody to defend them, so they had to defend themselves. They had to come out swinging. So, yeah, I mean, I always go back to childhood trauma because that's where it starts. The childhood and your formative years, especially the first 5 years of your life, it's like the most important years of a child's life. It's the formative years. And you can mess a person up permanently if certain things goes on in the first 5 years of their life that isn't talked about or remedied, or if it just keeps ongoing, ongoing trauma. And so I had to learn that, about my own life and how I grew up and my own self traumas and why I react to certain things the way I react, and go deep with it, not just because of this X or that X or that. No, it's deeper than that. I have serious abandonment issues because I had things I went through as a child. So I don't like to feel neglected or left out or abandoned. And I cling to people when I shouldn't, just because of the fact that I don't like to be left. I don't like to be left behind or left out. And so I had to really go deep into, well, why does this bother me so much? Why can't I let go? Why can't I? And it's just a fear of being abandoned and neglected. And it's a wanting to feel validated and a closeness and loved. And I get it. That's my hangups, and the shit that I still have to work on even as an adult. I have to work on letting people go and understanding my worth and everything like that. There's the things that I fought long and hard. I wish I would have knew in my 20s what I knew now, but we all We all been stupid and in stupid relationships and stupid friendships with people we should never been friends with. We've all been there. Everybody has been there. Everybody has been there. We'll go there. Um, it's just part of being human and learning life lessons. And it's about growing as a person. You just learn from it and move on, and hopefully don't repeat the same mistakes. Yeah, trauma caused personality disorder. Yeah. You know, yeah, I wonder, yeah, where's Gabby's father? I don't know. I haven't seen her father around. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who Gabby's father is. She's never said anything about her father. I don't know. But yes, severe childhood trauma and neglect and abuse can wreak havoc, can echo throughout your life. And it's sad. And unless you go and get help and try to resolve those issues, you'll just keep replaying the same relationships over and over and over again. And then there's trauma that happens when you're an adult, like what happened with Monique. I don't know about her childhood. We've just seen her sister. I don't know how she grew up. But the eating thing, the eating as a comfort, that's another sign of trauma. That people just, y'all watch them 1,000 Pound Sisters and all them shows, right? Y'all watch that. I don't watch them shows, but I have watched um like the ones where they have the 600 pound people, like My 600 Pound Life, where people lose the weight and everything, and they struggle to keep in Dr. Now and everything. I used to watch that on TLC all the time. And the people struggle with the weight. A lot of these people have serious traumatic things that happen in their life. A lot of times it's child abuse. It's child sexual abuse. And so it's sad to see these in these shows. It's very heartbreaking to know that a lot of times that's the reason why they started eating, because they had an adult betray them and fiddle with them as a kid and do bad things to them as a child, and they use food as a way of coping, or food to make them unattractive and unappealing. They cope with just by eating. And so that's a lot of times through childhood trauma. Just they had to eat food, make them feel better, gives them a comfort. And so the same thing about people being abusive and being mean and talking down to people, that makes, on some level, kind of makes them feel like, I got you. It makes them feel better about themselves to talk down to you or to cuss you out. That makes them feel better. Oh, I feel better when I talk down to somebody, let them know you're not going to get one over on me, or you're not going to do this, and then yell and scream and do stunts. I'm not going to pick you up. And, that makes them on some level feel better about themselves. So, that's just trauma that has to just be worked on. Like, everybody has it. So, yeah, so GSP telling it. Yeah, it makes me wonder if Gabby's parents were divorced, or the dad may not be in the picture at all. I don't know. But yeah, like yes, being abused in that way, from what I've learned and seen on the show, it was hard for me. I stopped watching those shows because it was just so hard for me to watch. That I just want to give I want to give a little kid self a hug. Like, it's hard for me to watch that. I never had an abusive childhood. I grew up pretty relatively good. Like, I grew up loved and cared for. I mean, I didn't grow up quite normal, like you would say. My grandmother raised me, but my grandmother gave me lots of love, lots of attention. As I was never abused in any sort of way. Was never talked down to. For the most part, I had a pretty normal upbringing until I decided I wanted to go to do hood rat stuff with my friends. Until I decided I wanted to do, and then I didn't realize that things that happened to me to the past that I had no way of knowing that they even happened. I was too young to even remember. But those things have echoed throughout my life. But I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like I said, I've gotten help. I went to counseling and therapy and all that stuff to try to figure out me. I went to therapy to figure out why I do the things that I do and why I say and act and don't react and get upset. I just wanted to understand me. It's about me understanding me. And then I learned to understand me more and learn to recognize certain things in me and try to steer clear of the things that were unhealthy for me or damaging behaviors or patterns I keep repeating. I'm like, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep over and over and over again? And I finally into psychology, studied psychology, went to a psychologist and learned, aha, that's why I do that. Aha, that's why I do that. And to me, knowing me has helped me a lot in navigating, being a parent, has navigating in relationships. Just know yourself. I said the best advice I can give to anybody is know thyself. Once you know who you are and what you like and what you don't like, and the reason why you do things that you do, or reason why you don't like certain things, once you realize that in your life, the sky's the limit for you mentally and emotionally. You will learn how to master and go through things, because we all have things that happen to us. We all go through shit. You'll go through shit and be able to handle things and handle shit that comes your way once you realize who you are and why you are the way you are, and then allow yourself to be who you are, what you are, and love that. So not just realizing what you do and how you do, but then to love and forgive yourself. I'm the type of person, I'm very hard on myself. I'm perfectionist driven, and I understand why I'm driven to perfectionism. It's all wrapped into my self-esteem and my self-worth. I'm a perfectionist because I feel like if I do everything perfect, then I feel better about myself. And then when I don't do everything perfect, or certain things perfect, I beat myself up. And I learned not to be so hard on myself, to pat myself on the back, that it's okay for me to be human and not be superwoman. Because that superwoman complex hits women in particularly, I learned, harder than men. That women, we feel like we have to do it all, be all, have it all, say all, do all. We have to be independent, smart, talented, educated, a good mom, a good partner, a good brother, a good sister, a good mother, a good wife, it's a lot of demand on women to have it all and to do it all and be good at it. And then at the end of the day, you end up stressing yourself out, and don't take any self-care and time for yourself and time for your own needs while you're trying to please everybody else. I have to stop and be like, okay, what do I want? What do I want to do? I do this for my kids. I do this for my mom. I do this for my cats, for my fish, for everybody else, for my work, responsibilities that I have, things. And then I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, what do I want to do? Do I really want to do that? I have to step back and just take a step back and a breather sometimes, and relax and just realize that like, it's like I always can't just go. So, taking a break, a mental break, an emotional break, that's something I definitely need to work on. But I'm trying, I'm getting there. But we'll see how it goes next episode. I think there's like 4 more episodes left of this show. Y'all correct me. I'm not sure. 4 or 5 more episodes. I gotta look it up. I looked it up earlier, but I looked up the next episodes. But I don't. These shows, they just seem to go by so quick. I just don't like the fact that they're just cramming so much into these episodes. I don't like that. I don't know how y'all feel. What do y'all think? I just don't like that they just seem to try to cram everything in these episodes instead of letting them naturally develop. A lot of these episodes now are seeming very forced. It's something that I've noticed on 90 Day. Like it just seems like a lot of forced scenarios, forced drama, forced issues. Instead of having a natural flow to everything, it's just like they're trying to edit and put so many things in. They're cramming so many things in these hour episodes. I just wish they would just let it breathe a little bit and give us more episodes and more time. I know during the pandemic, they had to change their shooting schedule and how they did things, and they had to cut some of the seasons down. I get it. But now with the pandemic, pretty much, things are getting under control and people getting vaccinated and stuff like that. I think now they can spend more time to let the episodes breathe. Like let the couples, let us give time to get to know the couples a little bit more and their families and everything. I just feel like everything is just so damn rushed. Yes, and it does. It feels incredibly scripted at times. It does feel scripted at times, or that the scenarios are set up, and I want less of that, and I want more natural, organic, of a feel to the episodes like they used to have in the beginning, when this show first started, it like I said, I didn't watch this show. The first 2-3 seasons, I didn't find this show until like 3 seasons ago. So, but I went back and watched some of the first 2 seasons. I watched some of those old episodes, and it had much more of a natural feel to it. Yeah, they should cut out the filler episode. Like the first 2 episodes of this season was just them waiting for them to get out, them getting stuff ready for them to get out, them hanging around family and friends, their opinions about them getting out. They could have skipped all that. I understand we need to get to, build up, the narrative, and we need to see who these people are and everything like that. And that was cool, like the first episode. But literally the first 3 episodes was just like a bunch of filler. And like I said, I just wish that they would have more episodes and more time to follow these couples, because right now I just feel like they're just cramming everything in. It's just like this couple's this is 5 minutes. Okay, then we jump to this one. Then we jump to that one. Then we jump to. I don't. I don't like the jumping around. I just wish that we had more time just to really get to know these people and really like get to know the incarcerated people. And if they got to cut the couples, then so be it. I mean, we don't have to have 5 couples. Like maybe 3. It just seems like every season they trying to add more people. And I understand they need different dynamics and different things, but I just think that, my suggestion for me, honestly, is for them to add more episodes per season and give us more time to get to know these people, and that would make things better. But that's just me, leave out the filler episodes and just, keep 5 couples or whatever, no more than 5, maybe 4, and just, focus on being a bit more natural and organic, like it was in the older episodes I went to see, where it was much more natural, less scripted. Let's set up and set these people to go here and set up to do it. And I know reality shows, that's what they do, because reality shows are not really real. But some couples seem more genuine and real than others. Like Justine and Michael, they seem more real than others. So yeah, all that jumping around is annoying. Just when I'm getting good into it, then we go to another couple. I was just getting into this. Okay, they're doing this, Okay, great. Okay, what's gonna happen now? Okay, cut. Here another couple. What? Then I watching their story for 5 minutes, and this is gonna happen. Then okay, then we go to the other couple. Wait, what? I was like, I'm just getting into it with this. Then we go back to the first couple. Okay, well, what was happening before? What was happening? Okay, let's leave where they left off. Well, this was happening. Okay, now we're back on this couple again. I don't like the jumping around. I like a show that just smoothly, follows from couple to couple to couple to couple, and not all the jumping and cutting around. So yeah, I totally agree. But that's my review, y'all. GSP said she can barely remember the damn names. Yeah, I mean, I had to put them up. Thank God they put them up and show them, because they jump around so much. I'll be like, okay, what was that name again? Where was they from again? Okay, thank God they put up the city and the state too, because I would have been forgot that. So that's just some suggestions. Like I said, and some people like the jumping around format. I guess because people are like ADD and they short attention span these days with the internet. But I don't. I miss the days where reality shows were actually some semblance of reality, and that they actually followed the couples around, and they actually filmed, the couples, and not have all these edits and add all this filler and cut this out and put this in and spice this around. I just like it when things were much more had a natural flow to it. So I'd appreciate that. But that's it for now, y'all. It is 10:25 here. It's going to be a lovely 68 degrees tomorrow, so I'm going to enjoy my time. Like I said, I'll be back here with my video talking about all the rumors and the things, gossip that's going on, and give you guys my take and my opinion on the rumors. Is it true? Is it not true? What do I think about it? Most of the time I'm gonna drag people and clown on them. So y'all already know I missed the Real World, the first season of the Real World, when it was real, when they were just a handheld cam following around these people living in this house. That all it was, and people were riveted and fascinated by it. And there was no edits, no jump scenes, no jump scares, no, none of that. It was just, it was just following some young people around, and whatever happened, it happened. And it wasn't setting up scenarios. It was just real reality TV. So the real world, I used to watch that on MTV. Yeah, I watched that. But I've never been a big fan of reality shows. I'm just not. Like, I mean, like I like the contestant shows, like the cooking shows and stuff like that. But when I say reality show, I'm talking about where they do a day in a life or focus on a couple or a person and their life and their friends. I don't find none of that interesting. I don't find people's lives that fascinating. Now, when you add a prison element to it, then I'm watching. Anytime involved prison, I'm added to it. Like the international love thing, I find that fascinating as well. But all the rest of these reality shows about people losing weight, people dating other people, I find it boring. But anyway, y'all, make sure y'all people watching on the rewatch, make sure you please comment, share, subscribe, and I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully, I won't be too busy at work. And I will be back tomorrow to report. And then hopefully I'll do my 90-day video. And then I'm watching Megan on Tuesday. Me and my sister-in-law going to see Megan. I'll give y'all my report on Megan. I heard Megan was the bomb.com. So good night, everybody. Good night, Niecy G. GSP. We'll pulls my teeth. I know you're going to watch this. What's up? Dustin, of course, Dustin. What's up? Everybody else who was sitting here lurking, who are not commenting, but thumbs upping. I love y'all so much. All of my new subscribers. Oh my God. I like to say hi to all my new subscribers. Because I got I don't even know how many new subscribers, but I got some new subscribers over the past couple of days that I noticed. I was like, oh my God, I got I think I get a new subscriber a day. These past 2 weeks, I get on the average about a new subscriber a day. So I don't know how y'all finding me, but I'm glad you guys are. But anyway, y'all, good night, and y'all have a good day. And I'm gonna watch me some Gio or some Auntie and see what they have to say about this episode since I'm late. But 6. Oh my God, that's so ominous. I need 7 just so it won't be 6. I went from literally 100 subs, y'all. I went from 100 subscribers 6 months ago to now almost 700. My goal is to get 700. I'm trying to do, my goal is to get 1,000 so I get monetized, but I'm doing baby steps. My goal is to get to be 700 probably by April. I'm trying to do 700 by April. I should make it if I really put some effort into it. I haven't been putting too much effort into my channel lately just because of the holiday season, but now since the holidays are over and my daughter's birthday is over, I'm really ready to put some more effort into this channel and doing more things coming out this year. As long as it passed because the holiday season, my shops are exploded. Everything is exploded. My shops are still doing good. They still got that holiday rush. So, but anyway, y'all. Anyway, peace and love, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. You have a good day, night, evening, wherever you be. And that's about it, y'all. Bye.